Alright, what's up guys, it's Espy here, and first things first, I'm just gonna get this out of the way real fast. Excuse the gameplay, I didn't have very much time today, like, I'm really short on time because I have a lot to catch up on for school, so I literally only gotta play 1 or 2 games to get this gameplay. So, I just want to bring you this this commentary about my first time going rock jumping, alright? So, my friend calls me up. This is over summer, you know, like, very end of summer. Like, we literally had school the next day, I think. Like, either we just started school and it was, like, our first weekend off, or we were just about to go to school, like, the next day. So, he calls me up. He's just like, hey, do you want to go rock jumping? And we've been planning to do this for, like, a long time. We've been planning on going to this river to go rock jump. So, we got up early, he picks me up, you know, we drive for a while, we make a bathroom break, obviously, because it was like a 2-hour drive. It was me, my friend, and then his sister and her friend, and obviously his mom and her baby brother. Anyways, we drive, and we finally get to, like, supposedly the place. It's like, okay, we're here. And we literally have to drive for like another 10 or 20 minutes because we're going through these super windy roads, like dirt roads, and it's totally hidden, like through these freaking forests. Like I've never been anywhere like it. It's crazy. So going through these dirt roads, and once we finally get to the spot, like we aren't even at the spot yet. It's literally the parking lot to just put your car while you go walk to this like hidden place. We get there, we get out of the car, and it smells like burnt rubber because of how steep the road is that you have to go down to stop your car. So it smells like burnt tires. And then Dan's just like, or my friend, he's just like, hey, Chase, come here. And he shows me like this little creek. I don't know what, it's like this creek. And he's just like, hey, come here. And he shows me these things called banana slugs, alright? And I don't know how to describe them. They're pretty much banana slugs. Like, they're yellow, they're hecka slimy, like, there's no shell. I don't know. If you're really that interested, you can go look up a picture of them. Anyways, so, once we're, we play with those banana slugs for a while, and then his mom's just like, okay, come here, we're gonna go to the spot or whatever. And so he's just like, alright. And we're about to move, and the creek, like, I don't know how to explain it. You have to, like, go down to the creek or whatever. Like, you have to climb down to the creek. So, he literally drops a banana slug, like, straight up. He just drops a banana slug from the road down to the creek, and it freaking, like, splits in half. And his sister's just like, damn, why did you have to murder it? Like, that was so unnecessary. I'm like, bruh, you totally just, like, wrecked that thing. Like, that was so unnecessary. But, anyways, after he kills that poor banana slug, we start to walk down, like, this long, like, we have to cross a bridge first. That's going over the river. And then we have to go down, like, this long dirt road. So, and when I say long, it's probably, like, 5 or 10 minutes just to freaking walk to the spot. And my sandals are literally still dirty from that dirt. Like, that dirt's like powder walking down there. So once we finally get to the spot, you know, we put on our rock climbing shoes, because apparently you need rock climbing shoes whenever freaking go rock jumping. So we put those on, and we go to the jumping spot. And let me just say this, like, there's 3 different levels of the jump, okay? So there's like a small jump, and then like a medium jump, and a big jump. And so we obviously start the first one. I'm just like, this is like wimpy stuff. So I do like a front flip off of it. And it's like, dang, dude, I can't believe they did that. And then, yeah, so then we slowly progress to the big jump. And, you know, at this big jump, it's not like this huge jump. It's like 25, he said it's like 25 feet high. But I don't know, it felt more like 20 to me. So, this gameplay's over, so I'm just gonna switch to the next gameplay that I have on my theater mode because I need to carry on with this commentary. Anyways, so we're at, like, the big jump, and we're jumping off of that for like a couple hours, you know. But eventually, like, it gets kind of boring. So then his mom comes over, and she's just like, hey, do you guys know that I have an underwater camera? And so we're just like, no, that's sick. Like, I want to freaking make some videos of us jumping off rocks so we can look back at this or whatever. So basically, we start filming ourselves, like, jumping off, and we thought that was so cool because it sounded like a freaking atomic bomb just going off whenever you, like, went into the water. So eventually, like, we started doing more complex stuff, like, off of the big jump. Like, we started spinning. We started doing, like, I really want to do a front flip off of it. Yeah, I didn't decide to because I could have freaking broken my neck because I probably would have over-rotated. I also have another story about over-rotation. You know, my little brother. Leave a like. No, you don't even have to leave a like. Just comment on the video if you want to hear that story. But anyway, we record, and then Dan, like, finds this space where you slide down, and then there's this platform. And so we decided that it's a smart idea to slide down the little and then land on the platform and then jump off immediately. And then just do like a spin off of it or something. So eventually we get to the point where we want to jump off like at the same time and see how that looks on that camera. So basically, Dan pretty much held the camera like most of the time. So he would jump off. Oh, and Dan's obviously my friend's name, if you didn't catch on that. But anyways, he's holding the camera, and we decide to jump off at the same time. And he jumps off, and so, like, he slide down, he jumps off, and I'm just like, okay, it's my turn. And I follow straight up behind him, and I literally almost land on top of him. He's just like, Chase, you almost killed me. And I was, like, really close to his head. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I freaking jumped, like, straight next to his head. And so after that, like, we were both kind of sketched out, so we're just like, okay, so maybe we probably shouldn't do this anymore. So after we're done jumping and making those videos, he shows me this thing called, I forgot exactly what it's called. It's called, like, river walking or rock walking. I think that's called rock walking. And so it's basically where you grab a rock that, like a big rock, and you jump into the water with it, and it sinks you straight down to the bottom, and you can, like, rock on the you can walk on, like, the bottom of the river. And, you know, it sounds like a pretty sick concept, and my friend Dan was, like, hecka good at it, but I'm, like, terrible at holding my breath. So, you know, he's literally holding this huge rock, just walking on the bottom of the river, and I'm, like, I can't even get to the bottom because I'm, like, drowning every single time that I go underneath the water with that rock. And this one time, like, I didn't want to let go of the rock because it's kind of deep. I didn't want to go to the bottom of the river to pick up this rock that I dropped because that was, like, a perfect rock. But so I'm literally trying to swim up with this rock, but the rock's too heavy, and I'm, like, drowning, and then I open up my mouth, and all this water just fills my lungs. And so I have no choice, but I have to drop the rock and then just swim up. And, like, that's probably the closest I've ever been to drowning. Like, I seriously came up, like, gasping for air. And so I was honestly done with that. After we're done river walking or whatever, rock walking, I don't know. Whenever we were done with that, we just chilled on a rock and, you know, just sunbathed, absorbed the summer sun, had some deep conversations, and yeah, so that was my first time rock jumping, like officially rock jumping. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary, and thanks for watching to the end if you made it this far. Follow me on Twitter for updates on, like, when I upload, or sub if you want to hear more of these kinds of stories.